Sayuri, look. All I'm saying is that if boobs were real, I'd have seen some by now. You're a real goober, John. Thank you. Glad to know that I can still make my best friend laugh. What a beautiful joke. Boobs. Wait, I'm your best friend? Well, of course you are. Did you think we weren't? Well, no. But it makes me happy to know that you think so. Of course, Sayori. He smiled. Something's ringing. Shoot! Sorry for that wait hard, but I gotta go to class. Shoot, so do I. I do too. I'll see you later, my best friend. She giggled and ran off. Let's see how this is going to turn out. She calls me the goober. I shook my head and walked off to my own class. Halfway there, I sighed to myself. Let's hope Kurusu-sensei takes whatever excuse it is that I come up with. Opened the door and prepared for a verbal lashing. Ah, good afternoon, John. He looked at his watch. 5 minutes late. Any specific reason why? He raised his eyebrows. I was in the bathroom? Damn it, there's no way he's believing that. Oh, alright then. I can't blame you for your bodily functions, so please take your seat. Alright then. Thank you, Sensei. He nodded. I walked to my desk, took off my bag, and sat in the chair. Nice teacher, saying that we can't control our bodily functions. Ugh. Chemistry class. So boring. Sleepy. Consciousness fading. John? Huh? Oh crap! Question, John. How do you calculate the quantity of heat? Oh, it's just MC triangle T equals Q. He went dead silence. That is correct. I may have been asleep, but I do know my chemistry. Even if I do hate it. Sorry. The bell rang shortly thereafter, and we all packed up to leave, me being the first one out of the door. God, I despise that class. The teacher was rude, the topic was boring, and the students weren't worth talking to. It wasn't their fault, but the environment killed any form of fun that you could think of having. So that kind of translated over to them. But hey, lunch period. I smiled and continued my walk to my usual eating spot. When I arrived, I peeked through the window into the classroom. When I could only see darkness, I took a step back and saw the sign posted on the door. I'm not in for lunch today, sorry. Damn. Well, seems I'm gonna have to find a new spot. I went over the options I had in my head. Other classrooms? Nope, I don't like many of the teachers here. The roof? Hell no, that's where all the popular kids hang out, and I'm nowhere near their level. The library? I suddenly remembered the book I had in my bag. Oh, that's perfect. I can catch up on reading, and it'll be nice and quiet. Yeah. Sorry. Great idea, me. I changed my course and started walking back towards the school's library, a pep in my step. Welp. The library. The place I never would have pictured myself going to for lunch in my first or second year. But times change, as I say. I looked around for an available spot before spotting a familiar head of purple hair. Yuri? What's she... This is a library. This is a library. Bookworm heaven. Why would she be anywhere else? I smiled to myself and took a seat next to her. She was completely buried in her book. She didn't even notice me take a seat. I think that's because she's, I don't know, asleep or dead. I can't tell. She's certainly not reading, unless she's sucking the letters into her fingertips. She's really focused on feeling the energy of the book. What you reading? Good Lord, John! That scared me. You really caught me there. She coughed. What are you doing in the library? I've never seen you here before. Though, if you came here because you're truly getting interested in reading, then that makes me really happy to hear. Yep. I wanted to catch up on Portrait of Markov, and this seemed like a good spot to use up some of my free time. I did not have the heart to tell her that this was my fourth choice. Anyway, you never answered my question. Question? Yeah? What you reading? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Not at all. It's called The Girl Next Door. What's it about? Well, it's about a boy named David who has two new people move into the house next door. A girl named Megan and her sister Susan. Megan is 16 and Susan is 10. But that's not very important. Anyway, over time, David starts to notice a lot of abuse. Abuse? How do you mean? Well, the most recent abuse done to Megan was her being tied up and... As in... You nodded. I feel like I've heard the title The Girl Next Door before, but I've never watched or read anything related to it. I don't know if it's like actually like a book or like a movie or something, but I've heard the title somewhere, I feel. I could look it up real quick. I might put in here something if I remember to do so. Jesus Christ, Yuri. And then she had a female circumcision done on her with a propane torch. She wasn't able to say sexual assault, but she was able to say that? I frowned internally. That's a little, brutal, don't you think? I mean, yeah. But I mean, to be honest, I kind of can enjoy dark content like that, depending if it's done right or not. But, like, that's really dependent on how it's done. I don't know if it's like a book or something like that that genuinely exists. I might actually check it out because I can handle dark stuff and I'm in the right headspace. Although I can totally see that it's too dark for some other people. Majority of my friends probably wouldn't really want to read something like that. No, definitely. My interest in this novel can mostly be defined as morbid curiosity. I guess mine too. I'm not too sure, but I kind of am curious if this is a real novel. I actually would probably be interested in like reading it because, like I said, I can enjoy dark subject matter if handled properly. I could check out if it's real. I can check out the reviews and maybe see if like genuinely if it's like done well. I'm a little too invested to stop reading now. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I've been a victim of curiosity a few times myself. Right. You turned back to her book upon no response from me. I turned to my backpack, which housed the lunch I had brought from home. I think I'll just eat that when I get back home. I'm not super hungry anymore. Wait, speaking of food. Hey, Yuri. Did you already eat your lunch? Or do you not have one? Oh, I just forgot to pack a lunch today. It's not a big deal. Well, do you want some of mine? I quickly grabbed at my bento so she couldn't decline without seeing it first. I'm good. Thanks for worrying, though. Alright, suit yourself. I'm not gonna eat it, but if you want it... I opened it up, revealing a brilliant home-cooked meal. It's right there for you. I set it to the side and pulled out Portrait. It Trying to entice me into eating it, aren't you? I nodded. Well, it's working. Eat as much as you want. Thank you, John. She grabbed the chopsticks I included and began to scarf down the food. It was as if she hadn't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Is everything okay at home, Yuri? You have meat on your bones, so you're not malnourished or anything. Is my food just that good? I smiled. In order to stop myself from worrying, I decided on that as the reason she ate so quickly. Okay, I can understand you liking the food, but please slow down. Sorry. Shortly after, she put down the bento. It was empty. I didn't mean to eat all of it. I smiled. Don't worry about it. Was it at least good? Very. Where did you get it? I made it. Her eyes widened. Maybe we're made for each other. I can make a bunch of food for you. Oh, you can cook? Of course. Surprised? I am, but I won't say it isn't a pleasant surprise. It was very good. She turned back to her book until suddenly her changed face. Her face changed. I'll be right back. Where are you going? Just to the restroom. Lunch period is ending very soon though, so you might just want to be getting to class. But I had a good time talking to you, John. And thank you again for the lunch. She grabbed her bag and turned to walk off. Farewell. And she's off. I put the book in my bag, and right on cue the bell rang. Yuri's right, lunch period was ending soon. Though I wonder why she had to go to the bathroom so quickly. Hopefully it wasn't some kind of food poisoning. Jeez, you would be the type to not tell me if my food hospitalized her. She can't be too nice for her own good. But that's just another part of the personality that I view so highly. The personality that I find so cute. Never change, Yuri. Never change. Ring! Crap, that's the last bell! I flung my bag on my back and sprinted out of the library. 1 week passes. See you later, guys! Everyone said their goodbyes, but when it got to Yuri... Farewell, John. I avoided eye contact and waved. I exited the classroom shortly after. Well, that was terrible. I'm afraid it's necessary evil. Yuri is... well, my relationship with her at least... is complicated. I never thought I would say those words, but it's true. That was a very quick swing for music, though. Back in that library, I called her cute. In that moment, I completely forgot that I had a girlfriend. That was out of line. But I think the biggest issue was the fact that I had called Yuri cute more times than I had Monika. Which led me to my situation. I need to spend less time with Yuri and more time with Monika. Hey, John! Speaking of Monika... maybe should just be true to his feelings. I turned around to face her and watched as she jogged to catch up. Wait up next time! Sorry. I chuckled. She smiled at that and began to walk at my side. Though suddenly her face changed. Hey, let's talk. Shit. What did I do? As my mind raced over every mistake I had ever made in my entire life, Monika spoke up. Hey, it's nothing that bad. You're not in trouble or anything. Oh, thank God. You finally really got me going there. But if I'm not in trouble, then what's up? It's about Yuri. Okay, now I'm panicking. John, it looks like you've been avoiding her and she seems really unhappy. Did something happen between you two? Well, that's not exactly what I was expecting. But I can't exactly ignore her question. Well, no, I just, how do I word this? It's nothing. I haven't been avoiding you on purpose. I've just been thinking of a real off day today. That's a lie. That's a flat fucking lie. But what am I supposed to do? I can't tell her the truth. I just can't. She would surely break up with me. But maybe you should just go and try to be with Yuri then, if this relationship isn't what you want. Okay. If you're so sure. But if you ever need to talk about anything, I'm always here, you know? I love you, John. Never forget that. I nodded. Thanks, Monika. That means a lot. She nodded and then smiled. Anyway, on a lighter note, I had a question. What's up? Do you want to go out on a date with me? My eyes widened and my cheeks flared up. A date? Yep. We've been dating for a little over a week now, and we're yet to actually go out. I mean, yeah, but didn't the festival count as a date? We were just friends at the time, technically. So, what do you have to say? Sure. When do you want to go out, and did you have anywhere in mind? There's this little cute cafe that opened up recently, and it's really close by. And regarding a time, how's Saturday at 14? It's a cafe, so it's not exactly a super great spot to get dinner. We can do that another time, some other time. So how about it? Works for me. Yay! Monika kissed me on the cheek and grabbed my hand. She began to prance through the halls, my hand still in hers. I pranced with her. After a few seconds, though, I had a sudden thought. Oh! Our prancing halted and I turned to Monika. You want me to wear anything specific? You can just wear your casual clothing. We're not going to a fancy restaurant or anything. Sounds good. She nodded and we began to prance once more. Though before I knew it, it was Saturday. Oh god, oh no. I've never been on a date before! The festival didn't count because there was more spur of the moment than an actual date, thanks Natsuki. But now that I've had time to prepare, I'm nervous. Oh man, am I nervous. I've showered twice, I'm wearing 2 different types of deodorant. Is there anything else? I ran a hand through my hair. Hair! I quickly scrambled to my bathroom. I closed the door shut behind me and grabbed my comb. Do I want to stick with what I've been doing? Or do I want to try something new? Monika says she liked my hair, didn't she? She did! And Siri said I even looked like the guy from that one game. Oh. I pulled up my phone and pulled up an image of the character. After several image changes and about 3 minutes of work, my hair was perfectly accurate to the tough guy. I sat down the comb, groaned, and scratched my nose. That tickles. But if Monika likes it, then I'd consider being tickled worth it. I left the bathroom and walked down to my kitchen. I looked over at the clock. It's 13:15. I have around 45 minutes until Monika gets here. I sat in a chair and stared at the clock, watching the minutes tick by. You know, something's up. Something is wrong. Is this what people mean when they say gut feeling? Because I can definitely feel it. I stood up from the chair and walked into the living room. Maybe some TV will get my mind off of it. It's a good way to pass the time, at least. I grabbed the clicker and turned on the color box. It's an infomercial for gardening supplies. I switched the channel, but then it hit me. Gardening. Flowers! I need to get Monika flowers! That's what was wrong. I quickly stood up and shut off the television. You know, I always consider flowers on the first date something complicated because, well, the majority of flowers people bring to a first, to like, not just a first, but like a date. When I think of romantic flowers, like roses, for example, I'm allergic to those. Like, I wouldn't want flowers on my first date simply because I probably would, if I noticed we were dating or like we were on something romantic, I would probably tell them because I don't want them to bring me flowers and then I can't even take them with me because my nose will, my nose will die. I walked to my front door and grabbed my hoodie from the coat rack. After that, I walked outside and out onto the street. Flowers. Where could I get flowers? I could try the grocery store, but that feels impersonal. Those ones feel too mainstream. Oh wait! Wasn't there a flower stand in the city? Yeah, there was! Pulled up my phone. The city is a 50-minute walk. It wasn't far. But did I have time? Here and back, it's 30. Right now, it's 13:21. Oh, that's cutting it close. But if I'm late, I can just use the excuse that I was... Okay, no excuses. I just have to make it in time. Just show her the flowers and say I want to be cute and get you flowers. I began to lightly jog, not wanting to waste any more time, but not wanting to run. After all of that, I didn't want to make myself stink. It's cold. I sighed. The things I do to be a good boyfriend. I groaned and scratched my head rapidly. All this movement better not scrub my hair. Okay. I'm here. What the hell is that flower stand? Isn't it near the... Yep, there it is. Looks like they have a good amount of flowers left too. Perfect. I walked up to the stand and the girl greeted me. Flowers!
Hello. What can I do for you?
Hey, I'm looking for some flowers for my girlfriend.
How cute. Do you have any specific flowers in mind? Any specific flower in mind? A favorite she has, maybe?
Shit!
I'm guessing doesn't know that. Well, that's okay. I'm sure I can find something she would like. How about something like this?
She pulled up what seemed to be a variety bouquet.
This is called the Bundle of Love Collection, and it features prominently romantic flowers such as tulips, peonies.
As long as it's like no roses and stuff, I would be fine probably, but still. As she droned on, I began to tune her out. I don't care about the names, lady, just give me the damn flowers.
So,
instead of my momentary days.
How about it?
Yep. That sounds good. I'm sure she would love them.
Great. Let me just wrap these up for you and you can be on your way.
Followed the flowers to the bouquet they were sitting in and shook them to get rid of the water. To doing so, she pulled out a plastic bag and put them in. She set them on the counter.
Cash or card?
Card. Swiped my card in the reader. Input my PIN, grabbed my receipt, and took my flowers. Then I waved goodbye and nodded to her.
Have a good day!
You too! I looked at said receipt. 2,936 yen. I put a hand to my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Scoffed. Last time I shopped there. Of course, things like these are going to be more pricey than those from the grocery store. I don't know exactly the comparison in yen, but I can tell the comparison in euro. Afterwards, I pulled out my phone to check the time. 13:45. Crap! Hurry home! Okay. I'm back. I took a deep breath and looked at my phone. 14:03. -3 minutes to spare. I closed my eyes and massaged my nose. Suddenly my phone went off. It's from Monika. Crap, she's probably pissed.
Hey, John! I'm going to be a little late. Sorry to make you wait, but my dad decided to interrogate me on where I was going. Suffice to say, it took them a while to get a straight answer.
Is the dad of them? Or like maybe like a dad has a girlfriend also.
They think I'm going out with some friends, so for now we're good. But yeah, I'm on my way over now, so get ready. Heart.
Sounds good. See you then. This is wonderful news. I locked my door and threw it open. I need to go reapply deodorant and maybe eat a breath mint. And maybe change my shirt. Ding dong! Alright, let's do this. Why am I doing this to myself? I jumped off the couch and used the momentum to carry myself to the door. I
spit out the gum in the nearby trash can and grabbed hold of the doorknob. Let's be a man, John. I quickly opened the door. Oh, thank God she's wearing something normal. Good to see you, John. You look handsome. I looked down at the simple polo shirt I had stolen from my father's closet. Thanks, I smiled. It did look good on me. You look pretty good yourself. Oh, thanks! I know I didn't exactly dress up, but I still did try my best to try to make myself look all pretty for you. Shoot, she's wearing makeup! Is that why you're wearing makeup? Oh, you noticed? Crap, was that the wrong thing to say? I think it was. I gotta save this somehow. Well, yeah. Come on, think! But you're already as beautiful as an emerald shining in the sun. You don't need to try and look better for a little old me. Well, did it work? Thank you, John. It means more to me than you could ever know. She kissed me on the cheek. Score! Out of the park! Home run, John! Talk about us. So you wanna get going? Oh, right. Sure, lead the way. I gestured my hand. Follow me. I began to follow her until I remembered. Yeah, the flowers, I just wanted to say. All of the stress I went through. The amount of money I paid. Hey, Monika, wait here. She raised an eyebrow and I walked into my kitchen. I grabbed the flowers, hid them behind my back, and turned to where I left Monika. I presented them to her, and she gasped. They're beautiful. She took them from my hands and held them to her nose. They smell lovely. Thank you so much, John. She waved her hand at her eyes. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. You're really spoiling me here. Oh, it's nothing. Nonsense! Do you have a ways I can put these in while we're out? I might. I walked to the kitchen and began to root through some cabinets. Nope. No. Oh, here we go. I pulled an old Chinese waves and blew off the dust. I coughed and waved my hand to clear some of it. I set it on the counter and Monika reached around me to grab it. In the process, though, she gave me behind the back hug. You smell good. She pulled away and grabbed a nearby pair of scissors. I raised an eyebrow. I do? How do I smell? You smell like men. Is that good? She got the lower part of the flower and turned to me. Of course it is. I like my men smelling more like flowers. I mean that too, but I prefer more feminine smells. She filled the waves with water and put them in. There! Now let's get going. We don't have all day. Yeah, let's go. And we're on the road. And I do mean on the road. We took the bus. I looked out the window and sighed. Something wrong? Nah. Smiled. It's just a little cold. That wasn't true. I mean, it was cold, yeah, but it wasn't why I sighed. The real reason was that I hated taking the bus. I wouldn't have gotten on, but I couldn't exactly drive anywhere, and I was tired of walking. So the bus was our only option. When you go by bus, do you get ill when you sit backwards? Like anyone who's watching this? I feel sick when I don't sit backwards. I usually try to sit backwards. It's not extremely bad when I sit forward, but it's better backwards. I turned back forward and Monika leaned her head into my shoulder. I pursed my lips. This feels nice. But I don't exactly know the next course of action. Do I lean my head into hers? Yeah, I can do. Do I pat her head? Could also do that. Do I calmly stroke her hair? Could also do that. Do what feels right to you. If you don't have if you already had a conversation and you've already established this feels nice to this person, then yeah, do that, but you haven't already.
So either you ask now what they would prefer, you already go ahead, and if they say it's uncomfortable, you change the tactic.
Oh, we're here! Head shot up, and she slowly began to stand as the bus rolled to a stop. I stood as well and followed Monika. I don't consider myself bad at this relationship stuff, but I should probably just trust my gut more. Yeah, like, at least, like, you can try some things, but try to remain consensual. Unlike Monika's kiss. I'm sorry. We stepped off the bus and into the downtown area. Lovely. My one hope was that I wouldn't encounter that flower shop lady. It's just over here, John. Though this supposed new cafe being the downtown area made sense. The place was usually ripe with activity. Though, as I was lost in my own head, Monika navigated me through the busy streets and into a nearby building. What a nice cafe. Okay, here we are. Why don't you go take a seat? I can order the food. Well, don't you want my order? Yes, please. What would you like, babe? I then completely blanked on every food and drink I had ever enjoyed.
Ugh, was the babe too much for you? Just a coffee. I hate coffee!
Okay, she loves coffee. Anything else?
Nope, think so.
Sounds good. I'll be quick. As Monika went off to give out orders, I went and found a seat. I stared at her as soon as she stood in line. Damn it, I made the wrong move. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why do I keep messing things up?
I shouldn't have trusted my gut. I groaned and put my head in my hands.
Okay. Let's just try to make it go better from now on.
To make it go better from now on. But I like that.
I rubbed the back of my neck. Be more chivalrous, John.
Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back.
Alright, we're all set. Our food and drinks will be ready shortly. She pulled out a chair and sat down.
Sounds good.
Sorry about that, by the way. I exhaled quickly. What for?
For not really doing anything there. I just kind of forced you to go order the food.
John, I was the one that wanted to go get our seats. I know, but don't worry so much, okay? I promise I'm not gonna hate you for not being some perfect gentleman. Alright. She nodded and smiled.
Order for Evan?
That's us! Evan? Oh, that's just something I like to do when I order food at places. Just spices things up, you know? Yeah, I can understand that.
Evan, hello?
Right. Monika quickly stood up to go retrieve the food. I followed behind her and grabbed my coffee. We sat back in our seats shortly after. There's heavy silence in the air. So, how was your day? It was alright. Pretty average. Though it's better now that you're with me. How was yours? Pretty average too. Though it's better now. I smiled lightly. Monika smiled back. I sipped my coffee. I threw my fingers against the table. Monika took a bite out of her cheese sandwich. Do I ask? What you eating? Cheese sandwich. Cool. This is going terribly. I need to save this somehow. Crazy weather, huh? Damn it! It's just been a little nippy. I slammed my head into the table. John? I'm sorry. This is going horribly. Is it really? I mean, yeah, it's a little awkward. But that's because we're forcing conversation. Just be yourself, alright? Monika picked up my chin. You don't look right with a frown on your face. I forced a smile. We stood on my porch. Monika followed me all the way to my front door.
I guess she would have said goodbye at the front gate, but apparently she didn't feel like saying goodbye just yet. Holy shit, something's wrong with my eyes! Jesus Christ, I for some reason thought the screen was zooming in. Now it stopped. Well, I was reading it. Oh my god, oh my god, my eyes are going weird. Well, this is my stop. Seems it is. She turned to me. I had fun tonight, John. That's a lie. That's a flat fucking lie. Me too. Monica leaned in to give me a kiss, but I kissed her on the cheek instead. Well, I hope you have a good night. Oh, yeah. You too. I nodded and entered my house. I smacked a hand to my forehead. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was that? Why did that suck so bad? Monica's so nice. A date with her should have been a walk in the park. And you had to mess it up by being you. Granted, there's nothing wrong with being me. But good lord, if I can be a total screw up when... But good lord, if I can be a total screw up when it comes to women... I don't know if maybe I'm not too enough familiar with the grammar, but I feel like the if was a bit strange. Ugh. Maybe if I try to find the problems, I can work around them in the future. I nodded to myself. Yeah. I pulled a nearby notebook out of the drawer along with a pen. I clicked it. Okay, so problems with the date. The fact that my answer to that was where to even start did not mean anything good. But what was the main problem? What you eating? Dry conversation. There was an aura there. It was present the entire time we were in that damn building. An aura of nothing. An aura of emptiness. I'm not sure if Monika felt it, but I sure did. The lack of feeling, that is. But what the hell could be the problem? I can't really be that boring, can I? And Monika sure isn't. So, what's the deal? What problems do people normally have in relationships? People can get tired of their girlfriends, husbands, whatever. But that cannot possibly be the issue here. I've known Monika personally for, what, like 2 weeks? So I poured myself some tea and it smells really good. Sorry, but like that was on my mind for a moment there, so... My eyes widened. I think that's it. That's the only thing it could be. We hardly know each other. But that's not the biggest issue. It's the chemistry. We don't have good enough chemistry to justify the short time we've known each other. So what the hell do I do? I can probably stick it out for a while, see if the relationship improves any. But what if it doesn't? What if I just waste my time and string Monika along? She loves me. But I clearly don't love her as much as she does me. And I am not in love with Monika. I am not in love with Monika. I'm not. I don't love her. Upon saying that, everything clicked into place. Everything began to make sense. I don't love her, but I don't know what to do about that. I don't want to wait on something that might fail, but I don't want to just end it. If I do, then I practically destroy Monika's spirit. But stringing her along when you really don't love her is not going to solve anything either. She's loved me for, what, a year now? I can't just toss her. Waiting for a few... I don't know, whatever you plan waiting for, and it just doesn't work out because it starts to become noticeable that you don't love her is probably even more painful than just saying right now you can't feel the chemistry. You tried it, but you couldn't. But I can't fake love. Nobody can fake love. I can try, but what if during our special time I can't get it up? That's your main concern of showing love? I shiver at the thought. That's your idea of representing love? Because honestly, there are many other reasons why you might not be able to do that during special time. And there might be reasons that even if you don't love someone, it ends up getting up. God, that sounds like a nightmare. But, ugh! I ran ahead through my hair. If I stay in the relationship, I'm unhappy. If I leave, Monika's unhappy. She'll also be unhappy if you stay and she notices you're just staying for her. Like, not because you love her, but because you pity her. Monika's feelings are more important than mine. But there are just so many unknown factors to faking being in love. So what the hell do I do? I pulled out my phone. I didn't want to do this. But here goes. I tapped the contact and it began ringing. Hello? Hello? Hey, Dad? I need some advice. Chapter 3. It's over. Looks like from green text that it's probably Monika. It was 2 days later. Though class, as boring as it was, gave me a lot of time to think over all this stuff. So, what did I know? I didn't love Monika. Well, that was about it. There wasn't much more to the situation. Though my biggest issue was figuring out what I wanted to do next. Obviously, break up with Monika is on that list, but I need to be more tactful than that. This is a human being we're talking about. One who's apparently madly in love with me. She isn't going to take this well. I whispered to myself and scratched the back of my head. I have to break it off. I didn't want to, but I had to. We're not meant to be together. I can feel it in my gut too. This isn't some impulse feeling. Dating Monika it's not right. Sure. Monika's perfect in practically every way. She's smart, pretty, popular, athletic, healthy. But that's why I can't be with her. Monika deserves so much better than me. That's not usually the reason for why you don't just randomly feel love. But yeah, she deserves to be also in a relationship with someone who loves her, if that's what you mean. Not because of my looks or my personality. I actually think I'm not bad in that department. It's just, why be in a relationship with someone like me? Someone who can't return your love. Yeah, that makes sense. Monika doesn't deserve that. I can do that to her. John! Shoot, he heard me! Have something you want to tell the class? No, sir. Oh, come on. He put a hand to his ear. I'm listening. I internally groaned. What a prick. It's nothing to worry about, sir. It's nothing to worry about, sir. I said through good teeth. He shrugged. Well, alright then. He went back to teaching. What a waste of time. Yeah, he should be teaching. On the other hand, you kind of need to try and get your students' attention, but I feel like you don't need to drag it out by standing there and waiting for your student to kind of do that. I'm back on topic. I needed to cut this out. Cut this off. I needed to do what Dad told me. Look, boy, if you're not happy with someone in your life, then remove it. Carry on, my wayward son. Girls in your life will come and go. Don't think about all of it too hard. He may not have understood how complicated the situation really was. I didn't blame him though. I didn't really give him a ton of details, and I sort of left out the she's been in love with me for a whole year thing. But he tried to give the best advice he could, and that's really what mattered. If I'm not happy with something in my life, remove it. No. Knock, knock. I looked up from my desk in surprise. Monika was standing in the doorway, seemingly looking for something. Class seemed to have finished while I wasn't paying attention. Monika? What are you doing here? Monika? What are you doing here? Some random girl began talking to her. To be honest, I never really bothered to learn any of the names of my classmates. Hello, Arizu. Oh, so that's her name. I'm just looking for my boyfriend. He has this class and I wanted to eat lunch with him. Crap! I don't think I'm ready to talk to Monika just yet. How can I get out of this?
You have a boyfriend? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure where he is, though. He's not exactly one to stand out in crowd. While Monika was busy insulting my boring looks, I had rushed over to the window. Called this extreme, but I was panicking. As soon as I opened it up, though, I remembered why it remained closed most of the time. We were on the 3rd floor. Oh, there he is! I whispered, turned my head around. Hey, Monika! She walked over, though upon getting closer, seemed to notice me with my hands on an open window. What you doing, babe? Oh, you know.
Wait, he's your boyfriend?
Monika turned to Arizu. Yes?
But he's so... Man, is it just Insult John Day or something?
Go on.
Never mind that. I'm happy for you guys.
She gave a thumbs up and scurried off.
That was weird. That I said and shut the window quickly. She was completely ready to bash Arizu for not appreciating her boyfriend. Monika turned back to face me.
Yeah, it was. There's a momentary silence.
It's now or never. God damn it, I didn't want to do it so soon. But this was the perfect opportunity. Everyone else had left, including that snake, Kurusa-sensei. It should be okay. You guys haven't been dating for a long time. There's hardly any attachment. No, that's stupid. Of course there's attachment. She has attachment to you. Don't say anything stupid like that while you're actually talking to her. I took a deep breath.
So, John, I was wondering.
Do it! Look, Monika, interrupted her. I can do this. I have something I need to tell you. Her face gained a look of concern.
Yeah? This looks serious. What's wrong, hon?
Damn it. Monika, do it! Monika! I have been having some trouble with my math homework lately.
Do you think you could help me out? Oh, that's it? Of course I can help. I would be happy to.
Damn it.
No, for now. She giggled. Let's just enjoy your lunch, okay? I have a free period and I wanted to spend my time with you. She grabbed my arm and began to pull me along.
I followed after, feeling my body grow heavy with the weight that is shame. Shame in myself. Shame in my lack of will.
When we were out in the hallway, she began to ask some more questions. So, where do you usually like to eat? I usually like the library and the roof, but we don't have to the library.
I answered on autopilot.
Okay, then we'll go there. She grabbed my hand tighter and pulled me along. All after a few minutes I realized the detrimental mistake I just made.
Why the hell did I say the library? Oh god, what are we? Oh god, how's this going to be with Yuri? Mentioned her name and had to drink some tea. Yuri ate there!
And that wasn't even my regular spot!
I've gone there once!
And I never went back after. Well, that's my brain today. I have to make one life-changing decision and suddenly I'm losing my marbles. I wonder if there's any correlation. I rub my nose. Okay, we're here! Okay, we're here.
Monika whispered, trying to keep quiet.
Let's find a... Is that Yuri?
I winced.
Let's go sit with her.
Monika dragged me over before I could protest.
Spending some time together could do you guys some good.
Monika sighed. Damn it, quit making me feel guilty.
I'm doing this for you.
Sorry.
Well, I was.
I exhaled deeply and I sat down next to Monika, who sat across from Yuri. I avoided eye contact as usual, but I don't know why. Maybe it was just because I had been doing it for so long. It felt weird to not be doing it, but I tried. I tilted my head and stared Yuri right in the eyes. My heart began to beat faster. I can't deal with this. I gotta go to the bathroom. I stood up quickly and nearly tripped over my chair as I rushed to get to the exit. I ran out into the hallway. The music doesn't feel very accurate to the intensity of this moment. After shutting the door behind me, I took a deep breath. Jesus Christ. That was completely ridiculous. Talk about an overreaction. I sighed for what felt like the 5th time that evening. It's just Yuri. It's just Yuri. She's my friend. What the hell, man? I fell against the wall behind me and slid to the floor. I put my head in my hands. It's Yuri. Purple-haired, literature-loving, shy Yuri. Completely normal Yuri. I sneezed and then shook my head rapidly. I need to clear my head. I need to forget about today. I can try all of this relationship stuff again tomorrow. But for now, I just need to go enjoy my lunch. And maybe actually go use the bathroom. Mon and Yuri sat alone in the library. That was a little odd. Yeah. There was silence for a few moments, and Monika used this opportunity to pull out her lunch. A bento box her papa made for her. It had rice, some grilled veggies, some raw veggies, in the form of a small salad, and a few blueberries and raspberries in a separate container. It wasn't very much food, but it was good enough for her. She also had a bottle of water. She smiled and grabbed her chopsticks. Monika! Monika! Monika dropped her chopsticks in surprise, jumping a little. Sorry. It's okay. No harm done. She turned to Yuri. What do you need, though? Does Jen hate me? I wonder why there's like no expressions that like talking to each other right now. Sorry to interrupt the moment, but I was like very confused there. Does Jen hate me? Monika's eyes widened. Where's this coming from? Surely you saw what just happened. He bothered to look into my eyes for 5 seconds and then Yuri wiped her eyes. He ran away. How else am I supposed to take that? Oh, Yuri. Jen could never hate you. I know that. I don't know what to believe anymore. How do you know that he doesn't hate me? We haven't talked. He's avoiding me on purpose. She sniffled. I don't want him to hate me. He's my friend. Even if he does hate me, why? What did I do? Yuri held her hands to her eyes, trying to stop herself from crying. But it wasn't working. She was completely devastated. Monika, knowing she needed to act, grabbed her hands away from her eyes and held them. Yuri turned away. Yuri, look at me. Yuri refused. Yuri, please. Monika said softly. Yuri slowly turned towards her. He could never, ever hate you. I promise, from the bottom of my heart. I know him. You're his closest friend. And he would never feel any negative feelings towards you. Are you sure? Monika giggled. Yes, I'm sure. Heck, if he wasn't dating me, he would be going after you for sure. Yuri awkwardly chuckled, and Monika realized what she said. Never mind that. What I'm trying to say is, he doesn't hate you, let alone dislike you. Then why is he? Yuri froze. That's a little, brutal, don't you think? Oh God. He thinks I'm a freak, doesn't he? Why? Why did I tell him about that book? He doesn't hate me. Of course he's not. Of course not. He just thinks I'm a weird freak. Oh my lord, he probably assumes I'm going to kill him if he looks at me wrong or something. Oh my God, oh my God! Yuri's heart rate rose. Monika stares quizzically. Yuri, is everything okay? Yuri stood up suddenly. I must be going. Farewell! Yuri scurries off quickly. What the hell? She didn't even eat anything. Time skip. I walked into the room and noticed Monika sitting alone. Hey, hun! Hey, hun! Shh! I can't. Not at school. Not again. What did that website say? Deep breathing. Count your breaths. In 1, 2, 3. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3. Out 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, that's not right. In 1, 2, freak. In and out. She flapped her hands and held them to her head. She scrunched her face. She shakily, yet quickly, grabbed out a handkerchief. Then she pulled out the razor and held it to her arm. No, 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 not today, not now. You can hold on. Think about something good. A puppy. The puppy knew his head was smushed under the wheel of a speeding car. She whimpered. Think about something else. Something that makes you happy. John. She put her head back to the stall door and slid to the floor. He really does hate you, you worthless waste of space. Another tear ran down her face. For the second time today, she was left in tears because of that boy. You had one chance, and you blew it. She looked at the razor blade in her hand. He would never like you, let alone love you. Monika said he would date me if not for her. I doubt that. Nobody wanted to date you, you self-harming, destructive, egotistical bitch! She threw the razor at the wall in anger. He loves Monika. Perfect, perfect Monika. She gets amazing grades. She's sweet, she's kind, she has pretty hair, her hair, she's beautiful. She looked at her scarred arms. And so is her body.